These are the 4 ways that you can sell more products and services on Instagram. If you are a business owner that's trying to figure out how to utilize Instagram to sell more of your products and services, this video is for you. What is up, online CEOs? My name is Josue Pena, and in this video, like I said, we're gonna go over the 4 things that you need to do if you wanna sell more of your products and services on Instagram. And these things are actually very simple. You can apply that over the next 24 hours, but they're extremely important if you wanna make sure that you're profitable and you're utilizing the Instagram platform the right way. The one thing though is that this only applies if you are a real business owner. If you are a beginner, don't have a business, this does not apply to you, so just probably skip this video and watch the next video. But this video is only for business owners, so let's just hop into it right away and show you the 4 things that you need to do to make sure that you make money and grow your business utilizing Instagram. Number 1, you need to know the what. And what I mean by the what is, what do you have to offer? And most importantly, what result and promise do you give people? It's a very simple process actually with what we call the 3P statement. It says person, problem, and promise. Who do you help? What promise do you give them? And what problem do you solve for them? 3P statement. Person, problem, promise. Very, very simple. So what I want to do right now before we continue into number 2 is comment down below what is your 3P statement inside of your business. We're gonna be replying to every single comment, so just comment your 3P statement down below. So again, who do you help? What problem do you solve? And what promise do you give them? 3P statement. Now, after you have that one nailed, now let's just go over to number 2, and this is attract, right? Attracting people into your business, AKA marketing. You can run paid traffic, you can do organic, you can do influencers. We have tons of videos where we break down the marketing strategies depending on which one you want to do. All the links for that is going to be down below in the description. It's free YouTube videos on my channel where we break down absolutely everything. But I want to give you a very simple thing that you can do right now. If you have even a small following, if you have 200, 500, 1,000 followers or more, you can apply this very easily into your business right now. And the simply is doing a very, chill Instagram story video, selfie style, just like this, where you utilize what we call the 5-1-30 strategy. What does this stand for? Well, it's 5-1-30. 5 people, 1 result, 30 days. So X number of people, right? 5 people, in this case, it's 5. You can use 10, 20, whatever. I just like to use 5. It's a very easy number. So people, like 5 people, to have 1 result. Again, this goes back to the what. 1 result, 1 promise. What is that 1 promise for you? 5 people, 1 result, and then this 30 is the X number of days or months or whatever it is that you have. Why does this work so well? Well, it's simply because you're outlining, you're looking for 5 people, X number of people, so it's limited. You're looking for 1 result. People are actually interested in doing your promise or getting the promise that you have and solving the problem that they have. And then X number of time, which allows you to have a finite offer that is not lifetime, but then it also gives the people a time frame in which they will have the end result. So for example, if you have a 12-week coaching program for fitness, you can have, I'm looking for 5 moms who want to lose their baby fat, right? That's the 1 promise, over the next 90 days. That's the 30, right? It doesn't have to be 30, it can be 90 days, 60 days, 4 months, whatever. Point is that you have a finite time that you're able to tell people, hey, it's gonna be this results in this amount of time, and I'm looking for this amount of people, okay? Very, very easy and very simple. So all you gotta do, again, just pull out your phone like this. Hey, I'm looking for 5 moms who want to lose their baby fat over the next 90 days. Now, after you've done the 5-1-30, here's the most important piece. You have what's called a CTA or a call to action. And this goes over to step number 3. All right, step number 3 is what we call the black box conversion system. It is a very fancy way of just saying DMs, right? But here's the cool part. The CTA is actually to DM you a specific keyword. So for example, let's just go back to the example of the baby mom. So you can just put DM me the word baby fat or baby, and I'll get you back over all the details. Now, what's this gonna happen is the following, right? You can use this if you have less than 10,000 followers because you don't have the swipe up feature to a link, but you do have the swipe up to a DM, which is even more powerful, right? So again, you implement number 1, you implement number 2 with the 5-1-30. The CTA, which is number 3, will be the actual DMs. DM me baby fat if you want to do this, and I'll get you back over the details. Now, here's the important piece with absolutely everything. when people DM you, you need to be able to pre-qualify them and see if they actually qualify to work with you. Because the last thing you want is to chat with people who actually are not going to help, and your products and services are not going to help them, right? The most important thing with anything in any business is making sure that you're actually helping and serving people. At the end of the day, businesses, that's what they do. You never want to offer anything to anybody that you're actually not going to help. In Dominican Republic, they say the best divorce is the one that doesn't happen. So make sure you take into account when you're actually talking to people on the DMs. You want to make sure that you qualify them and you talk to them and see if you actually are able to help them in the first place. So people DM you the word baby fat, for example, and then you start saying, hey, Alexa, how are you? What are your fitness goals? Are you talking about the goals? Okay, perfect. Is the struggle with losing your baby fat? She tells you, okay, awesome. What have you tried before? Right, she tells you what they tried before. Okay, perfect. And then after you have pre-qualified them, those are a few questions that you can do. After and only after you have pre-qualified them, then you go into number 4, which is the actual sales process where you collect that moolah. So let's just go over number 4 and explain it to you. And number 4 is obviously where you get that bread, aka you close the deal. But how do you actually do this? And this is by far the most important piece of absolutely everything. And that is what we call the position play. People need to see you as an authority, and they need to realize that, obviously because you're working with them, they need to be able to qualify to work with you in the first place. It's very similar, for example, to a basketball team when they do tryouts. The only reason why there's hundreds and hundreds of basketball players doing the tryouts in the first place is because they know that the basketball team will only select a handful of them who are actually good, or actually qualified to play in the team in the first place, and then they work really, really hard because they want to make the team there. So very similar here is a position play that you want to stand. Obviously you don't want to come off cocky or something like that, but you do need to come off as high authority and above them, because obviously you are an expert at what you do because you're actually helping them, right? So going back to the example with the baby fat and all that stuff, when people, and you know, that have been qualified, you pre-qualify them, then what you want to do is send them over a form or some sort of application. What this does is it gives you more insight on who they are, what their goals are, all that good stuff. But most importantly, it positions you in the right way, right? It allows them to know, oh crap, I actually got to fill out a form and actually qualify for this. And then when they jump on the call itself, very first thing you say, hey, look, this is just to see if you're actually a good fit to work with us or not. If you're not a good fit, we're not going to offer you anything. If you are a good fit, we'll offer you something. This position play is insanely important because nobody actually will work with you if they see you inferior or they think they know more than you, right? So if you actually want to help people close more deals, you need to make sure you implement this position play inside of your personal brand, especially on Instagram. People are already following you, so you probably already have this position play. The bigger the following, the easier your position play is going to be, and the easier it is going to be to close more sales. If you have a lower following, obviously this needs to be a lot more emphasized, and you need to make sure you apply it in the right way. But once you do this 4th step, you will be surprised how many more sales you're able to close just because you have been able to implement this position play. So just to recap, number 1, make sure that you have the 3P statement or the what. Again, person, problem, promise. Comment down below what is your 3P statement inside of your business, and we'll reply and give you some feedback on it, okay? That's number 1. Number 2, the 5-1-30. 5 people, 1 result, 30 days. Or 5 people, 1 result, 90 days, right? The idea is that you follow the framework because it works insanely well. Now, number 3 is make sure you implement the black box conversion system or the DM process that we just talked about right here, right? We obviously help our clients with the script, what to say, how to delegate, how to scale this up, and all that good stuff. But just as an overview, make sure you implement step number 3, which is the black box conversion system. And finally, step number 4 is that you implement the position play. The last thing you want is you go through all these different steps, right? You're right there to make the sale and you lose it because you have a weak position, okay? You want to make sure that you have a strong position, not cocky, not douchey, but you have a strong position play in the eyes of the prospect, and that is the only way that you will be able to close more deals inside of your business. So if you want to find out a little bit more about this, where we break down everything step by step, and you also want to have a one-on-one diagnosis session with either myself or one of the advisors on our team, just click the link down below, the very first link in the description. It's going to take you to a very free training, and then on top of that, you're going to be able to talk one-on-one on the phone or on Zoom with either myself or one of the advisors on our team to see how we can help you implement this inside of your business, and most importantly, be able to scale to 10, 20, 30, 50, even $100,000 just from Instagram. We've actually helped hundreds of clients implement these exact strategies and several others that work insanely well, whether you have a big following or a small following. So click the link down below. It's going to take you to a very free 20-minute case study where we break down everything step by step, and we're gonna be able to jump on the phone with you to diagnose what do you need in your business, what are your goals, and then how we can help you bridge the gap specifically for you. And that has been it for this video. My name is Josue Pena. Make sure you hit that like button down below and that red subscribe button. That way you don't miss any other videos. And most importantly, make sure you implement these 4 things to make sure that you are closing more deals inside of your business by utilizing Instagram.